So the third most frequently asked question that we get is, where is everything made? I think when we're getting that question, people are wondering about the jewelry, but I'm going to answer it full scale right here. All of the jewelry is made in Greece. Most of it's in Athens, and we have one workshop up in Volos, Greece, which is a beautiful town north of Athens. We have an agreement with all of our designers that the designers and the workshops that they work in must be in Greece. So you won't find us basically advertising products from designers that are not Greek, one. And two, even if we have the Greek designer, you know that the pieces that they're selling were made in Greece. We're not having them do anything like, sourcing chains or silver or anything else from China or from Africa or from South America. Everything's made in Greece by our craftsmen. The jewelry isn't the only thing that you get from us. You also get, you also get a Ziploc bag, for instance. So I'll just go through and cover everything that you get from us, just so you know. The Ziploc bag is, like, once you open this, you'll find that the Ziploc bag is usually containing the silver. There's a reason for that. That keeps it airtight, and it keeps the silver from oxidizing in any way from the time it leaves the workshop to the time it gets to you. So keep the Ziploc bag. It's useful to have. I'll cover that a little bit more in a bit, but first, since we mentioned Ziploc bags, I'll just say where the Ziploc bag comes from. We get these on Amazon. The Ziploc bags themselves were made in China. We are not married to China in any way, shape, or form. If you know of an American company that makes Ziploc bags, please let us know. We would rather up our game than to continue dispersing our wealth all over the world. Okay, so there's that. I touched a little bit on the Ziploc bags and how they prevent a piece from getting oxidized. This is sterling silver. It's nothing but sterling silver. If you have purchased sterling silver before at the mall, at a local jewelry store, there's a very good chance you had sterling silver, but it was covered with like a rhodium plating. That rhodium plating is meant to do pretty much the same thing as that Ziploc bag. It's meant to keep the silver from getting darker and oxidized and so forth. We do not put a rhodium plating on any of the silver that we sell. So because it wears off in like an uneven way, and then the blotchiness of the oxidization kicks in an equally uneven way. We don't want that. Our designers don't want that. That's not the way it's meant to be. So we sell this. We give it a Ziploc bag to store it in while it's not being used. But we also give you a buff cloth. This is what the buff cloth looks like. It has our name on it. When you take the piece of jewelry off after you've been wearing it for a couple days or a couple weeks or whatever it is, just give it a good rub down. You don't have to go too much. Just give it a nice little toss around in your fingers. And that should be good. That'll just take off the most recent little bit of tarnishing or oxidization that it picked up. If you do that often enough, you'll start to notice that your buff cloth looks like this. That's totally fine. You can go and go and go until it's pitch black. For all I care, it'll still work just as well. But if you ever totally run out, give us a call and we'll send you a new one. In any case, once you're done buffing it out and you're not going to use it for a little while, just throw it back in the Ziploc bag that it came in, and you'll be all set. That'll be well taken care of piece of silver jewelry. Back to the buff cloths. You want to know, where were these made? Okay, so our buff cloths are made by a company called Town Talk. Their names are on the back here. They are an English company, and up until recently there was a little logo on here that said this is at the service of her Queen of England. They have a little logo for that in England, so if you go around the stores in Savile Row or London somewhere, then you'll see these little logos up on the stores. They're very proud that one of the royal family has come in and paid them for something. In any case, they do that often enough, and it gives them the right to put this little logo up there. In any case, we don't have that logo on our Town Talk envelopes because I think just at the time we were ordering these, the Queen had died, and there was some debate as to whether or not they could use the logo at that point in time. So In any case, this is the company that supplies buff claws to the royal family for the silverware that they have, that they put out for dinner, to the silver jewelry that they have, all of it. We have our buff core boxes. There's a company called Buff Core. They make all the little jewelry boxes and leatherette pouches for jewelry. They make, like, basically, it's top of the line. It's the nicest stuff. But they're based in Texas, but their products get made in El Salvador, which is fine, because the product quality is really high. But in any case, what we might wind up getting in trouble with, and we did once, was a customer opened up a package and said, "Oh, this says your product was made in El Salvador." So, no. The box was made in El Salvador. The jewelry is made in Greece. There you go. But these are they're great products. They're top of the line. So we'll continue to use those. If you don't get a box like that, then you'll get a bag like this. These guys are made in Miami, USA. Woohoo! So don't be too put out if you don't get the nice box. If you get the lighter weight one, it's probably because we have something that fits better into that. Not everything fits into those boxes, believe it or not. You know, bulky rings and stuff like that just go better in these. Anyway, they're made in Miami. A little bit closer to home, we have our cardboard boxes. It's like, as you can see, we have a whole stack of them here ready to go. So the cardboard boxes are made in New Jersey, and I don't know what more to say about them. They're cardboard boxes. Hold on to them though. When you get your purchase, hold on to these, okay? Because you'll have like 7 days. But from the time that you get, you know, your piece of jewelry, you'll have 7 days to decide whether or not, you know, that it's everything that you wanted, everything you were asking for. If it's a ring and the ring size is off, you'll want to return that to us so that we can fix it for you. Same with necklace sizes, bracelet sizes, you know, the color stone, you know, you change your mind or something like that. Whatever the case is, you might want to return something for repair or for fixing or for adjustment. You might want to return it just because the person you gave it to as a gift really doesn't like it, and then you want a refund. Whatever the case is, hold on. See if you can hold on to the box for a couple days, just to make sure, and that'll give you something to return the piece in if it needs to be returned for whatever reason. Just like when you do that, just make sure everything is soundproof inside. It seems like everybody does a good job of that. There you go. The most expensive thing that you get from us is obviously the jewelry, and yeah, that all gets made in Greece. We obviously use a lot of other stuff, and thank you for just giving me the time to explain to you what that is and where it comes from. Thank you.